Welcome back to New England Living. Just 20 miles off the coast of Massachusetts lies an underwater museum of marine life and shipwrecks. And helping conserve and protect these grounds is Stellwagen Bank National Marine Sanctuary's Laura Howes. Stellwagen Bank Sanctuary is New England's only national marine sanctuary. So first of all, what is your mission here?
So our mission is to preserve and protect the biological and ecological diversity, but also preserve cultural use. And at the same time, it's a compatible use. That means, so how do we balance protecting fisheries, diversity, also allowing people to enjoy the sanctuary as well.
What is the area that the sanctuary covers?
So the sanctuary covers 800 square miles, all the way near the north shore of Massachusetts, near Cape Ann, and the southern portion reaches near Provincetown, or the tip of Cape Cod. The plateau itself is 21 miles long and about 100 feet deep, and it's a hot spot for fishing, wildlife viewing, whale watching, diving, all sorts of activities. So we're completely offshore, but very connected to all of New England.
This area is big for seeing great things like whale watching and fishing. What is this area known for?
So this area is very much known for the diversity that it brings with wildlife. So we'll have seabirds, large whales such as the humpback whale, the critically endangered North Atlantic right whale. We have cod, bluefin tuna, marine planktons, corals, so many different species, over 500 different species of wildlife you can see in the area.
For those that don't know, what is a national marine sanctuary?
That's a great question. So if you think of a national marine sanctuary, we're basically the national parks, but of the ocean. We have protections in place, but just like a national park, we want people to come out and explore and visit them.
How many other national marine sanctuaries are there?
Yeah, so there are 18 sanctuaries across the whole United States, all the way out to the Hawaiian Islands and American Samoa, also the West Coast, Southeast United States, and even some of the Great Lakes.
What do you want people to know about Stellwagen Bank?
So we want people to enjoy Stellwagen Bank. It's a resource, it's right in their backyard, but also learn about it so they can protect it and we'll have it for years to come.
What is the technology you're using to tag and track the different animals in the area?
So yeah, we have 2 long-term programs that we have been tracking different wildlife. One of them is our shearwater tagging program. So a great shearwater, it's a pelagic seabird. It's a small little tag that gets sewn into the top layer of their feathers. We've been able to tag birds and track them for several months. We also have a 20-year project tagging large whales with suction cups. So these types of tags, it's almost like a Fitbit for a whale. And so unlike the small little satellite tag that gives you just a little bit of information for a long amount of time, the Fitbit for the whale gives a very high scale, lots of information about what the whale's doing under the water. And that's important to know how boats and fishing gear might be configured in the area. And we've learned a lot of cool visual and acoustics of vocalizations of the whales to that project.
Describe the research vessels you have on site and some of the newer technology you're using.
So our research vessel is a 50-foot aluminum catamaran, the Auk. She's a vessel that can go for day trips, usually 10 to 12 hours, and it does a variety of missions. So we'll do tagging of whales and seabirds. We also do outreach with the community. With something called boating outreach for whale watchers. So we'll go out in the height of the whale watch season and talk to recreational boaters. We also bring volunteers out for a citizen science program to study seabirds. So all sorts of work we've done on our vessel.
What's something that people are usually surprised to learn about Stellwagen Bank Sanctuary?
I'd say most people in the area are more excited just to know that it exists, and just the fact that 20 miles from Boston you can see whales, and the fact that there are so many shipwrecks in that Stellwagen Bank region, that surprises quite a lot of people.
Now you would have no idea about these shipwrecks if you didn't do a little digging and research. How many shipwrecks are in this area?
Throughout the whole coast of New England, there's over 3,000 shipwrecks. But within the sanctuary itself, we've documented over 40 shipwrecks. We know there's more, and so our recent project with the Stellwagen Mapping Initiative, we're scouring that sanctuary to see what else we can find on the bottom.
Helping lead that mapping initiative is maritime archaeologist Dr. Calvin Myers. Stellwagen Bank Sanctuary covers a wide number of areas, but your focus is the mapping initiative, so tell us about that.
Sure. So my background's in maritime archaeology. So I study the cultural museums under the sea. And one of the great things about this mapping initiative is that we are working with local fishermen, hiring their captains and their boats, taking our advanced sonar equipment and looking for shipwrecks. We're exploring new areas. We're trying to find new sites, new archaeological sites, but we're doing it with the community, and we've worked all over the place.
Okay, so you're setting out to discover a new shipwreck. How does it work?
The sanctuary, kind of as a marine preserve, has a mandate by Congress to protect all of its resources. So while the natural resources kind of been really well studied, it also has a mandate federally to go out and find new cultural resources, not just shipwrecks, but anything that, as I like to say, is a museum of the sea. And in doing that, it's designed to help protect and make the public more aware of these sites. So we start first by some of the historic records. And we have an idea of where some possibilities are, and we kind of create a map out of that. Sometimes we don't find it. We call it mowing the lawn. We go back and forth, back and forth. Those are long days. But those days also have been in this project really worthwhile because we get to know the fishing captains, and they have led us to some of the best and newest discoveries. It's really a valuable partnership, and this program has paid off in a lot of different ways.
What is that feeling like when you realize, hey, we're onto something here? We found something.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best. A lot of the days you're spent mowing the yard, right? Mowing the lawn back and forth, and you're just wondering if there's anything out there. But then when you see something appear on the screen, and you're the first person that might have seen it in 100, 120, maybe 200 years, you don't know. It's an impactful feeling. You're experiencing history like no one else has ever done.
And once you discover that history, you're then able to share it with other people as
Yes.
a teaching resource.
That's when the story really begins, right? The questions spring up. What is it? Where is it from? What's going on? This invokes curiosity. This invokes engagement. This invokes education that the sanctuary can then take to the public and say, look, we have a resource here that we don't know. We have a real life mystery. It can be very captivating, and it's exciting to share that story.
What is the importance of the mapping project, and
Yeah.
ultimately, what is your hope with it?
You know, I get that question quite a bit because a lot of people say, well, we've already mapped Stellwagen Bank. We know where the canyons are and we see the topography, so why are you doing it again? And my answer to that is, well, it's about scale. So we know what the moon looks like, but we're looking for the lunar lander, right? We're looking at a much higher resolution, and only 18% of Stellwagen has been mapped looking for cultural resources. One of our goals, and it's a lofty one, is to map the entire sanctuary again at a scale to find as many of the shipwrecks as we possibly can. That's the ultimate goal. Each little piece we add more knowledge, but we're also engaging again with the fishermen and their needs and their industry. So we're casting a wide net, pun totally intended, and we hope to keep adding to that. Sometimes not finding a shipwreck is information, right? We know it's not there. It's a big ocean, and there's quite a bit to do.
So it sounds like there's a lot more to map and a lot more to discover.
So much more, and discoveries awaiting, and it's an exciting time.